Fitness Friday, everybody. This is Janet Randall, and today I want to talk about flexibility. Flexibility is important to our overall wellness because it allows our joints to move through their full range of motion. When they do that, it will enable our muscles to work most effectively. Muscles that work effectively not only decrease risk for injury, but they improve your athletic performance and circulation, so all wonderful benefits. I want to share with you today some of my favorite stretches. The first one is called the world's greatest stretch. I'm going to demonstrate it stationary, but it can be done kind of progressing, moving forward as a dynamic moving stretch. So it's kind of up to you and the space that you have available. You start in a wide lunge, knees and toes looking forward, nice and tall. You're going to bend that front leg, keeping the back leg straight, trying to get as long and low as you can. Okay, in this stretch, we're going to hit pretty much all major muscle groups. So nice deep lunge, take your time, breathe. You're going to turn towards that front leg, reach that top arm up towards the ceiling, nice and strong. Again, just kind of breathe through it. Hands come down, lift up that front foot, straighten that leg, push your hips back, getting those hamstrings. Working on keeping those hips square. It's really easy to kind of turn here. Try to keep the hips and shoulders square. And from here, when I'm doing it stationary, I just kind of do it 2 or 3 times on one side, and then you can switch and get the other side. So you can alternate right, left as many times as you want, or just do, as many times as you need on the one side, and switch to the other. Now maybe your flexibility is still developing. You can keep it nice and tall. Just kind of take a deep lunge as you feel comfortable, okay? And you can push it back here, get those hamstrings. Oh, I'm falling over. Right here, that's a way to kind of get it up tall. You can turn in that twist here, and then sit back. So then the other side, nice and tall lunge, kind of rotate over that front leg, step it in, push those hips back. So kind of a modified world's greatest stretch. Okay, we're going to take it back down to the floor. I also love that down dog stretch right here. So on your hands and knees, you press your toes into the ground, lift your hips, push them back, push those shoulders back. And just breathe right here. Trying to press those heels down to the ground, pushing, opening up that chest. From here, you can kind of bicycle or pedal, not bicycle, pedal those feet. Bend one knee, and then the other, focusing on those calves. All right, let's take it to our seat. Let's go ahead and do some stretches for our arms. One of my favorites is called eagle arms. Reach your arms out long, cross one arm over the other, put those palms together, so kind of right here. From here, you can kind of press those elbows up, a little chin down. It really hits that upper back of those shoulders. Just breathe. We can do the other side, so crossing the opposite arm over, palms together, press up, little chin down, feel that all the way through that upper back. Now, my husband has a hard time with that stretch because his guns are so big. So, if you find yourself having a hard time getting those arms crossed, you can reach one arm right here. Make sure you're not grabbing your elbow, but above or below, reach it right across. Now, on this stretch, it's really easy for that shoulder to come up to your chin. If you find yourself kind of like this, press that shoulder down, sit up nice and tall. Just to get a great stretch across your upper back and your shoulder. And then again, make sure you hit the other side. It's important that you take time for these stretches. It's not something that you can really rush. You need to be able to hold that stretch 30 to 40 seconds. And you can kind of go through this series a couple times if you have the time. After this one, I love to hit those triceps. So bending that elbow behind the head, grabbing it with the other hand, pulling it over. If you have a difficult time getting in this position here, you can take, I just have my bathrobe belt, okay? So I'm going to hold it like that with my other hand, reach behind. You can see, I'll come right here so you can see. Reach behind, and then you can just pull it down like that and still get that tricep stretch. And then do the same thing on the opposite side. notice when my hamstrings are so much tighter the older I get. I like to focus on one leg at a time. So you're gonna hug that knee in, sit it nice and tall, let that knee drop to the side again. Nice and tall in your posture. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, reach forward for that extended leg. If you have a hard time reaching that foot, just grab your belt, rope, strap, whatever you need, maybe a kitchen towel, wrap it around your foot, and then you can use those arms to help you pull forward. And just breathe. In this seated forward bend stretch, you want to think about the bend happening in your hips. You're hinging forward from your hips, not a whole lot rounding through your spine. So again, if you need, you can use that strap. Sit up tall, deep breath in, breathe out, pull forward. Or again, if you don't need the strap, you're reaching with those arms. Just reach as long as you feel comfortable. And just breathe. Single leg forward bend. Okay, from here we're going to work on some hip openers. You can sit in a simple cross-legged pose, one leg in front, sit nice and tall, deep breath in, breathe out, come forward. You'll feel a little bit, the leg that's in front, you'll feel a little more stretch on that side and that hip. Once you've done one side, again, you want to put the other leg in front, which is going to feel really weird. That's okay. Sit up nice and tall, bring it forward, get in the other side. For some, this stretch may be just enough to work on those hips. For others, and for myself, I like to work on the log pose. You're going to take your ankle, stack it right on top of your knee. Now, if you're able, this other knee might just come right down on top of the bottom ankle. You can see mine is still pretty tight, and that's okay. From here, this might be just enough stretch. Just sitting nice and tall, you'll feel all the stretch you need. If you're ready to take it a little further, deep breath in, breathe out, and just hinge ever so slightly at those hips, coming forward as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, you can ease back if you need to a little bit, and then kind of ease more into it. Definitely don't want to rush any of these stretches. Okay, and again, making sure that we hit both sides. So taking that ankle. A lot of times when I talk about the stretch, people want to sit this way. This is not quite the right thing. You want that ankle joint right on top of that knee. Okay, and again, you can see I'm tight. My knee is not coming down, and that's okay. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe, and again, hinging from the hips. Not a lot of flexion in the spine. Just taking it at a pace that's comfortable for you. Really opening up those hips. Excellent. From here, I'm going to show you how you can stretch those quadriceps and hip flexors without having to stand on one foot and worry about your balance. You can take it to your side. Okay. Let that head rest on your arm. All right. You're going to keep those knees stacked. Take that top leg, pull it back. You can reach that for that hand right there. Grab that foot and pull it in, and you'll get that quadricep. To deepen this stretch, you want to squeeze your glutes, especially on the side that you're holding, that foot that you're holding. So right now I'm holding my right foot, so I'm squeezing my right glutes. Really opens up the front of the hip and deepens that quad stretch. If you're having a tough time reaching that foot, okay, grab your strap and take it to the other side here. You can wrap that strap around your foot like that. Okay, let your head rest. You can kind of pull, if your strap is long enough, pull it up towards your shoulder right there. Trying to keep those knees stacked. And then again, this side that I'm holding, my left side now, squeezing my glute on that left side, really opening up the front of that hip, deepening that quad stretch. All right, from here, I really like, at the end of the hard, tough workout, who doesn't love just laying down? So from here, you can grab one knee, just kind of hug it in. Breathe, kind of let your back relax a little bit in those glutes and hamstrings. You can extend your leg up to the sky and hold the back of your thigh, your calf, or again, this is a great time to grab that strap, just put it on your foot. Obviously, put your foot down here, and then you can pull it up like that. And just get a nice, comfortable hamstring stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can bend your knee down towards your armpit right here. Deepen that stretch there. While I'm working on this one side, I'll take it to my figure 4 stretch. So take that top leg that we've been stretching, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, cross that ankle over the knee, reach through right here. You can either grab the front of your shin, like that, or back behind, whatever feels comfortable. So from here, like if I were to put my leg up, it kind of looks like an upside down 4. That's why I call it the figure 4 stretch. So it really helps open up those glutes on that other side. From here, I like to take my top leg, slide it over, let those knees come all the way over to this side, and then turn and look over my opposite shoulder. Get a nice twist in. To deepen this stretch, you can kind of pull those knees up a little bit more toward your chest, kind of deepens the twist. Then of course, just stretch out nice and long. Let's get the other side. Hug that knee. Extend your leg up to the ceiling with or without a strap. You can grab that big toe, pull that knee down to your armpit. Again, let's hit that figure 4. So turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, cross that ankle over that knee. Reach through. I feel like I'm rushing a little bit, so the video is not too long. But again, you want to hold these stretches as long as you can, as long as you have time and feel comfortable. Let that top leg slide over, get that twist in, and you can see, turn and look over that opposite shoulder. Just breathe. And then, of course, release. Kind of relax. Think about the hard work that you just did and all the exercise you've been doing. Be proud of your hard work. Whew, feels good. All right, so flexibility, it's an important part of our wellness, helping us with increased athletic performance and as well as decreased risk for injury. So it's important. If you're not taking time to work on your flexibility, start today. I promise you won't regret it. This is Janet Randall for your Fitness Friday. Hope you have a great day.